Samuel chapter 1 verse 10, it says, "One day after they had finished their meal in the house of the Lord at Shiloh, Hannah grew up. She was deeply distressed and she cried bitterly as she prayed to the Lord. Meanwhile, Eli the priest was sitting in his place by the door. Hannah made a solemn promise. Almighty Lord, look at me, your servant. See my trouble and remember me. Don't forget me. If you give me a son, I promise that I will dedicate him to you for his whole life, and that he will never have his hair cut." Oh my Jesus. Father, thank you for the opportunity that granted again to speak out to your people. Today I'll be speaking about the woman called Hannah. Hannah was a wife to Elkanah, who had two wives. Try to pick me. Peninnah and Hannah were the two wives of Elkanah. One had produced the children, and Hannah was not producing. So one day, every day, Hannah could torment Hannah. That for you can't produce, for you can't get any child, for you will never produce. For what is the use of you to my husband Elkanah? Because you have nothing for him. You have done nothing for him. You have not even produced for him. But my dear, you have may wondered why you are in that situation, why you're on that level, why you are being hard like that, why you're not improving, why you're not stepping to another step, why you're not on top where you need to be, where some of you might be yearning to be rich, you might be taking long to reach on unto your dream, unto your destiny, unto where you want to be. Sure, some you want to be doctors, some you're looking for the jobs, for some you're being denied to your families, some you're being undermined. But my dear, today I've come to tell you that this might be the end of that, or that cause of all that. Today I can't speak unto one person, who is Hannah. Try to get me that in 1 Samuel. Elkanah had two wives, and one had conceived and she had children, but Hannah didn't, because Peninnah, the one who had the children. But whenever Hannah could go to the temple, that was the first prayer request, that God give me a child, God give me the child. Others could ask for rich, for blind, for the big things. But one thing could ask, God give me the child so that I can be useful to my husband. And one day, when he went to the temple, Shiloh, who was really stressed, what he had to do, he had to go back to the temple and pray to the Lord. Are you getting me? He prayed and prayed, but Eli looked unto him and said, "Why are you playing like drunken?" Because of what what he was asking for. He was in need. He was yearning for. He gave all her heart to the Lord. My dear, you would have been on top of where we want to be. What you're doing is what's making you to be low, to be undermined by those levelers that you are desiring maybe to be like. Today I've come to tell you or to speak to you that whatever challenge, whatever situation that have been coming onto your way, that have been stopping you, that have been making you weak, I've come to tell you that you are stepping to another level with a testimony. Because when you try to talk, it doesn't stop there. The devil gives position. But how much are you willing to sacrifice for what you are asking for what you are praying for what is you are requesting the Lord, for what your prayer request is? When you go back to our grandfather, Abraham, for him, what the promise he made to him, he wanted to even sacrifice the child he had. And when we go to our main point, Hannah, she said that she will give the son out to the Lord to serve him. You better know the voice of your king is not that voice that feels sorry for you. Some of us will take it to be like that. The Lord will never get sorry for you. Because all that you want is already on a plate, on silver plate. My dear, he that voice that believes you are the head, not the tail. He that voice that says you are healed and get up. My dear, stand with the Lord. Don't make the wars for you. The war is for the Lord. The war is for the Lord. And the Lord will win all the battles. You have all that you need.